Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Aaron Zhang and I am your host and founder of the Futures Calling podcast. So I wanted this to be a really brief and quick kickoff episode, where you guys could get to know me better and what we'll be doing on this podcast, what we'll be covering. So before we dive into the depths, I'll tell you a bit about myself, my passions, and what I am pursuing. So, like I said, my name is Aaron. I live in Florida, and I'm going into my senior year of high school this fall. And I'm involved in, or at least I like to think that I'm involved in a lot of activities, and these range from everything in the academics to the arts to sports. And so, like, I participate on our school's math team, for example. I'm doing my own personal research. I run the psychology club, and I play violin, and I'm on the varsity baseball team as well. But yeah, the thing is, I feel like sometimes it's difficult for people my age, students especially, to really gauge what is important to themselves and also what is valuable to society. So, especially when you're involved in so many things, right? It gets to your head and you sometimes lose focus. So as I'm navigating through this time, I hope that I can share some of my experiences, some of my knowledge, and that might help guide you or open your eyes to some of the possibilities and opportunities that our world has to offer. So that brings me to our Futures Calling podcast. So this podcast is really geared to kids my age, and I know many YouTubers, the demographics are like teens or young adults, and I think this could be a really great learning experience for you and me. But at the pace that our world is developing and how rapidly changes are occurring, I really think that this podcast can be geared towards anybody. Anyone can take something new. Anyone can learn from this podcast. So the way this will work is that each episode will discuss a different topic, and it could be something maybe like in the science, in the arts, but something controversial, right? Something that's a forefront subject matter in the area, and also subject to rapid change, rapid evolution. And one such idea could be like generative AI, right? We have the explosion of ChatGPT in the recent years, and like doing my homework in this, completing this and that assignment, and then we have all the AI generated art as well. So that could be one topic of focus, for example. So many of these topics will also be interdisciplinary. I'll try to tie them in with other fields and explore as many possible facets of each topic as possible. And I personally am a firm believer that any field can be tied in with another, can work in tandem with another if it's done properly. So yeah, we'll take a look at what this field looks like right now, currently, what it might look like 10, 20 years in the future. Say if you're a student now, what may this field look like during your when you enter the workforce? What will the dynamic be then? And then also we'll discuss the potential, if any, of this field in the very far future, right? So some questions that we could ask could be like, why is this field significant? What value does it bring? How will it ultimately influence our society as a whole? Questions like those. But so our discussions could become very hypothetical, very sci-fi like, but I'm all for that. I think that's what makes this podcast interesting. And I'll use, I'll do my background research, use refutable sources, just to make sure our discussion doesn't get too far-fetched. But I'll try to incorporate professionals from the field as well to share their experience, their insight, and serve like a guide to our podcast to organize our ideas and make sure that everything's realistic and applicable. But I really think that anybody at any age can learn something, and there should be something suitable for everyone's interests. But yeah, I'm super open to any feedback. If you have suggestions or ideas for future podcasts, please leave them down in the comments. And yeah, I'm super excited to have you guys on board, and I can't wait to see where this project takes us. Thanks for listening in. The future's calling. How will you answer?